see how the life is going to ripple today. So, I got a lot of stories to tell, a lot of frames of reference. Look, I feel like Mr. Rogers putting on my shoes. Oh, we'll be good friends today. On my way to an event, and I just had some thoughts about, well, I had a lot of conversations this week. A lot of them concerning, various topics. But one of the common threads that I found this week was that we often say that this person did this because, this person did that because, this person didn't do this because. We always think we know the reason or the motivation for why somebody does something. And then when we buy into our own press, our own beliefs, the things that can't nobody talk us down from, we tend to actually make ourselves feel a little bit worse in the end. So just for instance, I received a couple text messages today. A woman was out of town, but her anxiety started peaking just a little bit. And she was saying, oh, okay, yeah, I don't need to do this because I know the woman never responded to me. And she didn't respond to me because I really believe that this is going on, and 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 this is going on. You get the point. You know how you do. We all do it. This is going on, and they said no because of whatever. And I simply said back to her, I was like, you know, why don't you make life a little bit easy on yourself by simply just telling yourself the truth? Out of all the things that you just explained to me, how much of it is true? And then leave it at the truth instead of your add-ons, your ad-libs, your assumptions. You know what they say about the assumptions. Everybody gonna be an ass if you keep assuming everything. The thing that is true in your present situation, whatever you're dealing with, think about the one thing that you know that's true. So in her situation, to use that as an example so you see where I'm getting to, the only thing she knew that was true was that she wasn't getting a response. Why the person wasn't responding to her? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at that point, especially when you know you have done absolutely nothing. Now, you can speculate if you know you've already brought a whole bunch of drama, if you've blown up somebody's phone. I mean, there's a lot of reasons that you can speculate if you know that you're that person that continuously agitates, annoys, is needy kind of thing. But even in that, why don't you give someone a little bit credit, namely yourself? Give yourself a little bit credit for having just a little bit more patience, a little bit more tolerance, to tell you, just so that you can live in the truth. Tell yourself the truth. The truth would be, in this situation, the person is not calling me. That is the truth. Why they're not calling you is where you mess yourself up. This is where you make all the assumptions. Why they're not coming through for you, why they didn't give you the job, why don't you just simply ask the question? And the answer may not come when you want it to come. It may not always be convenient. But that don't mean you got to run around and spiral out of control and be all upset with yourself and swearing that, you know, you done lost your best friend, or, you know, homeboy ain't coming back, and bruh, you know, wasn't going to come through. You don't have to send yourself through all of that. You honestly don't. Now, the part that you don't like is that it's going to be painful to sit in that pain. Because emotionally, you start to unravel. It starts to tap into that anxiety. Emotionally, you start to have an issue. You start thinking stuff like, people always do this to me. Or, okay, I'm getting a distraction at the moment, okay? Or people always say this. If it's always everybody else that's doing something to you, number one, recognize that you're the victim. You are the victim. Okay, cool. You're fine with that because you're used to being a victim. You're used to whining and crying. But just know that if everybody treats you the same way, then the problem is in everybody, because you are the common denominator, boo. You are the common denominator. I could sing a song about that. So if you're going to be the common denominator, then you need to see what actions you take on every time this thing happens. What happens right before you get the reaction from others? Every time. You know? Try to figure that out. Just pause and sit in that for a moment. I'm going to bring you more stuff like this. If you don't like the look inside, you don't want to check out Life's Ripples, because I'm going to take you all the way back to the core every time. You got to be willing to raise your hand, look at your stuff, own your own crap, okay? And yes, it's crap, and it smells bad, and it's going to sit right there on your lap, and I'm going to keep bringing it to you. So, it ain't always the other party, but it always is you that have the issue, right? Come on, seriously. That's why we got to check it out. Seriously. Seriously. I remember from up north, everybody be like, seriously, seriously, seriously. It ain't everybody else, bro. It's you. Sniff around. Smell that? That's you. You're the one that stinks. You stink. Let's clean up your mess. So, let me know if you can relate to this. Let me know if you just happen to know somebody that had a situation that was similar to that, it's always everybody else. Everybody always treat me bad. Everybody always take advantage of me. Everybody always ignore me. Everybody, or nobody ever celebrate me, or all of that crap. Common denominator. It's you, boo boo. It's you. Alright, so there you go, you guys. That's all I have for now for Life's Ripples. Got a couple more ripple effects coming at ya. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in.